Hey, can y'all hear me? Test 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. Hey, can y'all hear me? There you go. Hold up. Test 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. Hey, can y'all hear me? There you go. Hold up. Hold on. Test 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. Test 1. Test 1. Oh, there you go. I got it. Hey, how y'all doing? Lisa about to come up here. We got swiping right in one night stand situations. I just got in the house. I just went to DC. I went to see my nephew. Y'all look out for them videos. He didn't want to get on camera, but he said he will respond in the chat box one day. I need a hold on. How's everybody doing? Talk about it. Y'all want to come on the panel? Lisa gonna be talking about swiping right, one night stands. And if you want to just get on the panel and, you know, piggyback, help her out, what y'all want to talk about when it comes about the topic. We stay on the topic. We're not going to switch off the topic until I got a panel that I got to be on at 8:30, so we're not going to be on here too long. Yeah. What's up, Risa? What's up, Gwenny? What's up, Nakia? Wife of the Kennedy. How y'all doing? Yeah, if you want to get on a panel to help, you know, the conversation, you know, you might want to share your input, or you might have been put in a situation years ago, or you might be in that situation right now. Woo! I ain't got a chair for myself. Come on, babe. Yeah. Y'all make sure y'all smash the like button for real talk. I got food all on my mouth. I was got me some chicken wings and mumbo sauce. All on my face. It was good. I ain't gonna lie. Hope everybody having a great evening, a good weekend, enjoying life. Because how they say, life is what you make it. Hey, why you fussing like that? Because Kylie is over there. Come on. All right. All right. This is the part that they took out. I don't know why they took it out.
Took out what?
You used to just click on and just get out the live from the
Why we got two of them?
I don't know. I don't know. I think that's.
Oh, that's just what's on.
Yeah, that's what's on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, look, I had to look at that.
If you ever buy anything from Apple, you should use WikiBuy. It's a browser extension that automatically applies coupon codes to your shopping.
But I know they're gonna show me a damn old commercial. On the other side and one commercial and shit. Hold on.
Baby girl, what's happening?
Hey.
I got a condo in Manhattan. Baby girl, what's happening? You and your ass invited. Now go and get to clapping. Now pop it for a player, pop it for me.
What?
Turn around and drop it for a player, drop it for me.
Hey, they go to Keisha and Carol. You don't want that, huh?
Lady, but I don't want to hear.
I had to go get a chair. I thought I had me a chair.
What is it you got going on?
Mm-hmm. All right, let me take this. I'm gonna put this stuff in the kitchen.
What's the?
Just
Hello. Hey, y'all.
I done messed up.
Huh?
I messed up. Oh shit. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know the box wasn't all the way closed.
Hey, guys. How y'all doing? Hello. Oh no. Well, that's all right. Supposed to be swiping right and one night stands, y'all. So one leads to the other. Hello, Nakia, Jackie, Jan, Latasha, Carol, Risa, Gwenny. Hey, y'all. I can't see up there. Got everybody on my stream. What my eyebrow? Don't look like I got a cut in my eyebrow. I don't. So all the topics and everything has just been so serious. Hey, Regina. Seriously serious. So decided to do a little less serious topic. A little more fun. Now, for all those who are married or in relationships, I'm sure you're not swiping right or left. And one night stand happens with your spouse or your partner. So it's okay. Hey, Charity. But for all those who are single and looking and still swiping in either direction, I never know which is the right direction.
I put the wrong.
Hey, Lockheed. Oh, that's all right. I told him what it was. It's okay. I know what I mean. How you fix it? Touch it.
Touch it. That's what gets you in trouble.
That ain't gonna get me in trouble. I'm grown. Oh, don't get me in trouble. And one night stand. All right. So she's changing the banner, y'all.
I know. What the heck was that? You heard that?
They say the thing is already live. You gotta go down and save changes. Wait till it gets through. There you go. Error occurred. Please wait a moment. Now hit it again.
It should go.
Yeah, I mean that's what it was. There's too many characters.
Nope.
Oh, they know what it is.
All right.
Yeah, all right. I can't see y'all.
It fixed the other day. Go ahead.
There's probably something going on. Here for the entertainment and good time. Single but not looking. Ain't nothing wrong with that, Nisha. I can't swipe anymore. You know, if you can't swipe no more. Okay, see. Okay. What happened? This topic came up because my friend at work. So what is that smell? Y'all, I can't focus. My eyes about to start watering. It's some funk has hit the building. It is. We got the windows open now because it's cool, and clearly I need to close the window because it made me lose my whole train of thought. But anyway, so my coworker, she's on Tinder, so I never know which way is right or left because I came along after Tinder, so I've never did any swiping. Tinder's a dating website. I guess the people hook up, and she's gay, so she swipes, and she has a very small box of what she likes. So it's a lot of swiping. I think left is you can either swipe left to say no or yes to say right. I think that's what it is. Yeah, I think I do a lot of left swiping. So I'm here at work and she'll be on there. We'll be when I'm bored and we don't have any customers. We'll be sitting at the bar and she'll be on Tinder and then she'll be swiping. I'll be like, oh, my turn. Because I be trying to find I be trying to get her to think outside of the box. So the other day, this girl came in with a bunch of guys, one girl and about 4 or 5 guys. They liked to all work together. So she was a cute girl. And she looked a little, she looked like she might have been a sister. All right. So we were like, everybody was in there like, Amy, go talk to her. And she was waiting on them. So we were like, I said, I'm gonna put your number. So I wrote her number and her name down, and I said, hey, if you get a chance, give me a call. But I never came to her. So she ended up talking to her. So I don't think the girl was gay. But that same day, she met another girl at the bar that was sitting at the bar. And they went home and, you know, did their business. And she thought that it was gone. Thought it was going to be a little bit more, and it was. And they ended up kind of being a one-night stand. Hey, Raylo. So that's where the topic came from. Now, I think swiping right is when you keep them. And a lot of it is hookups, not just necessarily dating so much as hookup. So it's Tinder more a hookup with app than a dating app like Match and what's the eHarmony and whatever. Is Tinder more of a hookup app or is it more of a dating app? Because it'd be a lot of couples, bisexual women looking for a third and stuff like that. And she always swipe left on those. So I'll be swiping those too. It'd be a lot of cougars on there. It'd be a lot of saber-toothed tigers on there, not just cougars. I'm just saying. A lot of saber-toothed tigers on Tinder. Looking for a young tenderoni. Y'all know, have y'all been talking and then realize you start talking like your old ass drunk uncles or your old mama or somebody, and you're like, when the hell did I become them? It's a hookup app. All right, Charity, thank you. So it's more of a hookup than a dating thing. All right, okay, that's what's up.
That's what the Tinder thing is?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I mean, I guess all of them could be considered a hookup because but I mean, on some of them you gotta pay. I think Match, you got to pay. eHarmony, you got to pay to contact people. I don't think you got to pay. I think if you swipe right and the other person swipes right on you, it lets y'all know that y'all, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think you have to pay for something. So I think it doesn't have the same outlook. But Match and eHarmony, you got to pay to hook up. So I guess, I don't know.
I ain't never heard that.
Smash
the like button, guys.
I mean, in the age of social media and an app for everything, I guess it's, you know, hey, plenty of fish. And hell, I think there's one called, I think it's an app called onenightstand.com or some shit. So
I ain't never heard none of that.
Now Facebook. I mean, on Facebook, I guess I had met somebody on Facebook. It did not turn out well, but it was what it was. But I never thought of Facebook as an app like that. I mean, I keep up with people I already know. And I have a lot of Facebook friends I've added over the years that just Facebook friends because I ain't nowhere around. But I mean, I ain't never thought of Facebook as a dating app. But I guess you can use any app as a dating app.
I thought Facebook like keeping up with your friends.
Well, Facebook you keep up with everybody, but a lot of couples. There's a lot, I always see at least once a week a question about me and my wife, my girlfriend, my boyfriend, my husband. We're not friends on Facebook, and every time I send him or her a friend request, they deny it. So I think Facebook is I think people take Facebook seriously when Facebook is a little bit more imaginary.
You said man.
It is. You got 700 Facebook friends and you ain't got but 3 you see in real life. So you got 697 imaginary friends because you don't know who you're talking to for real.
Yeah, that's called what they call that?
Well, so I never knew that. I ain't single. I ain't going to mingle, just friends.
I know that's right.
See, here's the thing. I got questions. I have questions. I have comments. I have concerns. When you get in a relationship, when do you stop dealing with the apps you were on? When you start talking to somebody, when you start talking to a girl, do you immediately get rid of like your dating apps and Tinder and shit like that? Or when do you do that? You know what I'm saying? Once you found somebody, or you think you found them, at what phase during the courting process do you stop talking to people other than the person that you're focusing on? Do you keep them as options, just in case this don't work out? Do you get rid of everybody? Do you wind them? I mean, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? What do we do? What do we do? You know what I'm saying? Do you want to be friends on Facebook with your spouse or your girlfriend, your significant other? Because we weren't friends on Facebook at first. It took a minute. I don't know if I want you on my Facebook. I don't know how you at.
No, because when you meet a person, because you met them, that don't mean they got to be on all your social media. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know where it's going first. You got to make sure you know where it's going first.
I mean, we was dating. No, that ain't true. We was dating. We was just dating, and then before, because you asked me to be your girlfriend on Facebook, so we was friends then.
Yeah, it took a while. You just ain't jump on all my social media that quick.
No, I mean, I didn't have to jump on none of it. Truthfully,
Regina said, "When you say I love you."
Okay,
so that's about right.
Okay, so when you say I love you, but it takes a minute for some people to say I love you. I went on the chat vibe line and messed around and had a freaking threesome with
Wait a minute, you gotta read it out.
I had to laugh. I went on a chat vibe line and messed around and had a freaking threesome with 2 studs and a female. At that time I was curious, but I still think all females are so beautiful in their own way. You ain't messing around and had none. That wasn't no mistake. You walked into that with your eyes wide open, like, "Hi, what we about to do?"
Anybody want to get on the panel? Click on the link so you can tell us your story. I mean, you can tell not that long.
What do you do when you go in the room? In the hotel room, and you think it might be one person, maybe 2. Let's just go in the say it's 2. But you walked into the room with 3 people. What did you? I mean, what was the first? You know, you hit that door when you know you about to go in there and do something nasty, and you go in the room. You go like, oh. Do you go?
Wait. Hey, let me my voice.
Look. I count. It's a lot of people in here. What do you know? Watching movies? I have never had a threesome. I've had no more than a twosome.
For real?
Nope. Would you like to tell your story, baby?
We already told my story.
I just see. Here's the thing. Here's the thing with me. I believe in reciprocity. I believe in this. If I can have a threesome with DC, and she want another girly girl like me, we should be able to have a threesome with somebody look like her. And if we can't do that, no threesome should be had. Ray said he waited a year. A whole year? That's a long time. It's a long time. And do men do it later than women? Do men let women on their Facebook later than women let men? Or if you're gay, adjust accordingly.
I mean, are you straight too? I mean,
that's what I said. I just said if you're straight, I did the straight first, but then I'm gay. You just adjust accordingly.
Right.
Never had one. Never had a one night stand. Have you had sex with somebody you thought was your man or your woman, but that was the last time y'all did it? Was the first time? Is that considered a one night stand? Hi, Pisces. Inquiring minds want to know, what do you consider a one night stand? How long do you have to know the person for it to be a one night stand as opposed to having sex with somebody?
Smash the like button, please.
Now that you look back as you get older, have you had a one night stand and didn't mean to because you thought you was having sex with somebody you were dating? And this was the first time y'all did it. But it was also the last time y'all did it. Oh, never a threesome? I never had a threesome. And it's not because I don't think I'm freaky enough. That's really not why. It's because this way. To me, in theory, a threesome is awesome when you're not doing it. However, I do not know if I could successfully watch somebody else with my wife and not want to fight that hoe. So,
you said,
I just don't know if I could do that. You know what I'm saying? And there would be too many rules and regulations to this thing. You can't kiss them. You can't eat them. You can't do nothing. You can't do nothing. You can't take clothes off. They can't touch. It's a lot of rules and regulations in my threesome. I don't think it would work.
It's not a threesome, then.
No. It's you better dream about that shit. Leave me alone. I never had a threesome. I was too scared. Oh, Raylo, what you scared of? What you scared of? What you scared of, Raylo? Why did you have a threesome? Did you have an opportunity? These are all questions and nobody's answering them.
Why
I never had a threesome, never had a one-night stand. Actually, I'm kind of stingy with my kitty. Ain't nothing wrong being stingy with your kitty cat, girl. Yeah. You ain't got to get that thing away. You better keep it in prize. And I was asked, well, why you ain't do it? I mean, once we ain't kids no more, once we grown and all that, all that. Why you ain't do it? I mean, was it? Did he didn't like the situation? Was it another dude and a girl? Was it not two girls? I mean, what's the criteria? What would you have would you have a threesome if nobody knew about it and you could be a freaking stank nasty as you want to be? Your face. I'm just saying, is it a moral thing that you wouldn't have a threesome? She said I was dumb at the time. But it's never too late. You're still alive. You can revisit the threesome at a later date. You know what I'm saying? If you could have a threesome with no repercussions, would you do it? I always thought of it, just never had one. Now, here's the question. Would you go outside of your box? It's best to have a threesome when you're drunk. Well, that's just an excuse for having a threesome. I don't know if that's a good way. Because, I mean, I don't necessarily know if you should be. I don't know.
The kids say.
Because I'm stingy. Yeah, me too.
Hers didn't pop up. The kids said, y'all, I was scared. They had a strap on. I was like, what the shit is this clenching my pearls? I had fun, though.
Shoot, you better go on it. See, I mean, at that, well, see, now you older and you control your situation, so you can control the situation. I've never been asked. I don't know. I don't know. She's a clutching up her. But you went on in there, don't you? Mm-hmm. You didn't leave. You clutched them pearls and sucked it up, Buttercup.
She was singing, I bet your neighbors know my name.
Nah, that ain't what they be saying. There's too many damn names. Shit, gang. Everybody hollering out random ass names. Like they shot in bingo. B24. You wish you could now, Rayla. Yeah. I mean, the question is, would you do it?
You see
to pick with you.
She
I
saw
just
the old video. Don't laugh at that. Oh, that was
Would
funny.
you do it?
Would you do it?
If nobody knew, and you could be just as free, you could just do some old freaking nasty shit that you don't think that you want to do, but you just don't think nobody else want to do with you. But you find somebody, you find some people, and y'all just go for what you know. Would you do it? If your partner gave you a hall pass, would you do it? She said I had real tears. Here things. Could you have a threesome with your spouse and somebody else?
Could you?
Who? I
won't pass.
You just waiting. Something just waiting, standing in the door, waiting for somebody to say you want three. I'm here. Then y'all ain't gotta get threesome out of their mouth. I want to. Yeah, I got you.
I'm in.
I'm your man. I'm your man. No, I mean I would have to do a threesome with people I know, but not anybody I have any. What's the word? Feelings for? Because I had to tell my friend, Rayla said, I'm ready. I'm ready. He ready. I had to tell my friend there's a difference between sex and love. Sex and love, two of them things. and a few beers. Sex and
Jane said, I never thought go up and pass something up there. I never thought of that. I'm straight to be honest. At 54, it scares the hell out of me.
I mean, Jan, let me tell you something. 54,
I'm
64, shit, 24. What difference do it make? We grown now. Now you know some shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
You know some. I mean, I'm just saying. All hypothetically, I wouldn't do it. I'm too square for that, and my husband know damn well. You say you square now, but your husband want to do some freak shit that you've been thinking about or that done crossed your mind, and that's your husband. You'll try it. You never know how square you are until somebody knocks that block off. Raylo sound 58 and ready. He ready. I mean, I don't know.
I just think after a certain age, for real, you gotta get your heart checked out. When your heart...
Sex is good for your heart, by the way. That's good cardio. That's some good cardio, by the way.
After a certain age, you be like, hold on, wait, that bitch done skipped the beat.
You ever had it so good that you think you about to die?
They be like, what happened when they died? Well, it was like 3 people in this one room.
I am not explaining shit. If somebody was to die, it'd be my luck. I get AIDS or something. No. We're not talking about freaky, unprotected sex, okay? You be freaky, but be responsible. Right. You don't have to be freaky and, I mean, nasty. Because, I don't mean freaky and nasty, but nasty. You know what I'm saying? Rev it up. Keep it going. What was I about to say? I forgot what I was about to say. What did I say?
You know, I get to see it first.
I imagine that the EMTs and the police would be like, "Ooh, what the hell you got, Paulina Sweet Coochie? How we gonna write this up? Killed by coochie power."
That's crazy.
So back to the initial, because now we're just being silly. But back to the initial, swiping right and swiping left. Do you consider it cheating if your spouse still has a profile on a dating app? Do you consider that cheating? Is that against the rules?
Well, it depends on what it's for. It depends.
It's a dating app.
Yeah, but sometimes
for dating.
Well,
I know what you do yours for. So why she does protest too much. But I know what hers is for. Because I'm not talking about like you be sitting next to me in the bed when you be on Tag. And Tag now is more of a dating app too. It used to be that way. Yeah. It used to be like that. Now it's a whole bunch of mess. But no, I'm saying, is it considered cheating if they're still on a dating app? Do you think, okay, here's another question. I'll put my profile up and see how that works. I mean, okay, here's the thing. If his profile would tell the truth, married man, 2 kids, wife, everything, and he just happened to be on there for whatever reason, I don't know, whatever. Depending upon the site, do you get mad? Is everything cheating? Is everything off limits when you become married?
Baby, pass me that Gatorade.
Do you give up? It's misleading. No, tagged is. It used to be like.
Yeah, you can buy people on there. It's fake money though. People be buying.
Yeah. Tag, yeah. I was worth like what?
Billions,
trillions. No, I went up to trillions at one point before I stopped looking at it. I couldn't go on there no more because I forgot my password. I just didn't give a shit no more. So I don't know how much I'm worth now. I probably worth $3. But Okay. What else was I about to say? Yeah, my brain is gone. So, to expand, has anybody ever thought about living is cheating if you're doing it behind your wife's back or your husband's back? Okay, okay, Carol. All right. But if you know they on there, do you demand, okay, as partners or spouses, do you demand that they cut all social media ties? So I know a lot of people when they first get in relationships, discontinue their Facebook, their Snapchat, their Instagram, all that, or either it's so many pictures and so much of the couple thing, and it's very little of who the person was that people just don't interact with them anymore. So do you? All right, Jan, don't be real with it. Ain't gonna lie, I ain't had one. I have. Most surely have. Long time ago. I mean, long time.
Oh, yeah, we have social media, but no new friends.
Okay.
But how would you know?
I mean, but why do you care?
Like, why are you knocking? That thing will pick up that noise.
But why do you care? I mean, friends on Facebook. I mean, I have male friends, not a lot, but I have some, because I went to school with people, and now I'm getting reconnected with people that I went to grade school with. But she has access to all my stuff, so I guess that's why I don't. She getting my phone, my Facebook, my laptop, my tablet, mind. So my phone be anyway. She just pick it up. So, but why do new friends matter? If it's platonic and you're in Texas and they're in Seattle, Washington, why does it matter? Is there another reason? Does the dynamic between you and your partner have to do with how you view their interaction on social media? Is your partner a cheater? Got a lot of baby mamas.
Carol said,
got a lot of baby daddies,
Carol said, well, that's where communication comes in, and you have to communicate to your partner that what you want in a relationship and what you don't want in a relationship.
Yeah.
But suppose the partner, like I was in relationships and back in my past, and I was always a communicator and they wasn't. I don't know why, but it was just a point. They be on social media talking to everybody. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, I mean, it don't.
I'm not even talking to you, Raylo. Raylo says it's not cheating if you don't get caught.
You don't get. I mean,
I'd make him a unicorn.
And they was cheating on social media. Come on, remember?
Yeah, but I mean, I know that. Okay, here's the thing. Social media, I deal with enough dealing with these church women winging. See, okay. Sidebar. Okay, I'm Catholic by faith, but when I was in Montgomery, I used to go to my sister's church around school, and they weren't Catholic churches. It was one Church of God in Christ and a Baptist church. Now, in the Baptist church, the pastor was going with the organ player, the little boy that was playing the organ. In the other church, he was friendly with the female parishioners. I don't think being a quote unquote man of God changes you if you are a cheater. Because here's the thing, cheater is just a part of who a person is. That's not the whole person. That don't make him a bad person. That makes him a bad spouse or a bad boyfriend. Don't make him a bad person. Don't make him a bad daddy. It makes him a bad spouse or a bad boyfriend. Do you overlook it because you love them? There's the thing. Was he kind of hoish when you met him? Right. Did he have a lot of girlfriends? Were you a number to him? not the only one, but a number to him when you met him. And did you think you could change him? You know what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? So do we facilitate a lot of these cheaters, male and female, because we think our love will change them to be what we want them to be? And it's not just men. I'm just using men because I was talking to his wife. But it's anybody. Women cheat too. So when we come across that and we forgive somebody for cheating, or we marry them after we've been cheated on by them, how much of that, because we facilitated and gave them the okay to do it, because that's what you do. Realistically, that's what you do. Cheating is not a mistake. Cheating on somebody ain't a mistake, whether it's your husband or your girlfriend. It's not a mistake. You actively cheat on somebody. You have to actively lie. You have to actively find somewhere to do it at. You have to actively do it. You have to actively tell lies after you get done. So it's not like you It's not like you slipped and fell, or you dropped your water, or you cut your finger. Those are mistakes. Those are things that happen that you have no control over. So if somebody actively cheats on you and you still be with them, or you marry them, should we feel sorry for you?
Read out loud.
No, none of that. I have seen what some of the other pastors' wives have dealt with, and I don't want to deal with that. Yes, I mean, because the Church of God in Christ was very close to him and his family, and she had cancer. She was sick for a long time, and he was doing that shit while he was sick. And after she died, the lady that one of the main ones that he was cheating on her with, his wife will need that bail fund. Yeah, and his kids, like after that, his kids didn't want to deal with him. I mean, there was a lot going on, but he was a pastor of a church. You can change anybody. They have to want to change themselves. That's right. But we say that, and it sounds good when we say it. Yeah, she was cheating. Yeah. While she was sick, he was cheating on her. He cheating on her the whole time. But it really came to light because some of the women that he was cheating with got some balls, and decided they wanted to start talking about it. So it came out, and she was very graceful with it. She held her head up. She didn't let that go. She wasn't going, not going to let that mess up her home. And I get that. But I don't know if that is a part of the problem sometimes. You don't want to mess up your home. You don't want your kids to find out, whatever. When we allow it, can we still be mad about it? You know what I'm saying? Yes, his wife. Can't change anyone. You're correct. You can't make anybody. You can't love nobody into loving you. You can't baby nobody into loving you. You can't, none of that. You can't hope that one day they'll get an epiphany because of how much you love them and they'll stop being who they are. No, they still who they are. They may add you to their life, but they don't change who they are. So can you be mad with somebody? Because I was watching one of my shows. I don't know which one it was. I think might have been more. And it was more. Because I want to say baby mama number 6, 7, and 8, or 6 and 7 was on the show. And more normally says some nice stuff to the women. Every now and again, he'll be mad with the women. More normally, he says some nice stuff. But this time, because they were sitting up there talking about how much a dog the boy was, how much a hoe the boy was, and da whoop de whoop. Maury said, "Well, why either one of y'all have babies by him if you already knew he was out?" He didn't say it like that. He said how Maury talked. And I had to agree with Maury. So can you be mad? Do you just take it because you love the person? These are questions. These are, I don't even know if they're questions that have answers. I mean, because every person has to deal with their situation, you know. But I don't even know if they have answers. But do you? You shouldn't be mad. But if you're expecting a person to change and they don't, you're still going to be hurt if you stay. True. But okay. It's part of the problem because they take your quietness for weakness. Yes, they do. But the reality, the weakness is not your quietness. Your weakness is them and your love for them. And that is a weakness because they can exploit it. If you fall for the bad guy, he cheats on everybody, don't take care of his kids, picks and chooses the kids he take care of, but you still there because he knows you love him enough to stay. I mean, at what point do you have? At what point do you say enough is a damn enough? And why do you get that far? I mean, because I've done it and I don't know the answer to it. I've dated somebody after I knew they were cheating, after I knew that I was not the only person, because I hoped at one point in one day that they would act right. So I don't even have an answer. I wouldn't do it now.
Okay.
If you want to go, I wouldn't do it now. If you want somebody else, well, then you need to go stay with them.
I mean, I was in a situation like that.
Well, I mean,
they was cheating, but sometimes it's not. You just think they're gonna stop.
Why?
I don't know. When you end it with a person, you might feel so more deeply in love with that person than they deeply in love with you. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, yeah, clearly you more in love than they are because you the one sitting at the house and they over there having sex with Becky.
Yeah, but see, the point is, if you
no offense to all the Beckys.
If you're in love with somebody, you blinded. You're not seeing. You see it, but you're not trying to see it until you actually physically see it and hear it. Then you eventually start. You'll be hurt behind it. But majority of the time you're more in love with that person.
Yeah, but I mean,
and you stay until. I mean, I was there before. I stayed, until I really saw it. But this is how everybody's different.
But could you be mad with her? Here's the question. That's still the question. You can't be mad because the signs are already there in front of you, and it's up to you to accept it or not, to take your blinders off. Right. But could you be mad? Here's the thing. How are you still mad when it's cool with you they do that? Because in essence, in my opinion, these are all my opinions. Nobody else's.
Y'all smash the like button, please.
I don't aspire to anybody else's opinions, and I listen to all opinions. But in my opinion, if you let them do it, how can you be mad? Because after a while, I just wasn't mad no more. I just went and did me. And anytime I did me, he was like, he want to act jealous and cry. I'm like, boy, you got a whole. At one point, he married somebody. How the hell you gonna be married me? You got a whole wife. At some point, I was just like, whatever.
Yeah, but see, then some people think they can do whatever and string you along.
Yeah, I was being strong until I just said, fuck you.
Prime example, you know what I'm talking about, but I'm not saying no name.
This ain't tea, but it was sparkling. It's water. Yeah, I was strong till I was like, whatever, Nick, just go on about your business, whatever. And every time I would leave, I just would stop talking to him, and then every time I would leave, 2-3 months later, he'd come popping up at my job on my phone. When you know better, you do better. You better say it, Kara. But a lot of people just, I mean, is love that debilitating? You know what I'm saying? The same person who would let oh boy, come in at 4, 5 o'clock in the morning all the time. You gotta want better for yourself. Yes, Regina. It's the same person who'll go in a restaurant and cut somebody out because their wings was not hot enough or too hot or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't keep that same energy across the board. At home, you just sit up there and let somebody come in the house at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean?
Right. Keep
Keep that same energy. Change them locks. You come in at 5 o'clock, sit on the porch at 5 o'clock. You stay out there till the sunrise, and then you come in and get your sticks and not coming in here doing it all the time. I mean, and it sounds bad. You know, a lot of people stay for the kids. I would advise nobody to ever stay in a relationship that they don't have with for some children, because the kids are the ones gonna get hurt, not you. The kids gonna see how y'all act. The kids gonna see how you act. Kids gonna hear how y'all talk to each other, and they gonna be hurt in the end, not y'all. But I don't know. We always get off the topic. Back to the topic at hand, because we're gonna keep this light and fluffy. Better to have somebody than be alone mentality. It's true, Victoria. But at some point, you gotta be all right being by yourself. I'm good being by myself. I had to get there because I used to take whatever was handed out, took whatever was dished out, whatever little sparse sprinkles of whatever.
What's up? Hey, Miss Anna.
Hey, I took whatever little sparse sprinkles of love and tried to spread them out and make them whole, but it wouldn't. After a while, I just had to be okay with being by myself. Okay with just being me and it. And when I did that, then it was okay for somebody real to come in my life. That being said, somebody unreal could have came too. I don't even think it's about letting them do it. It's that you don't have a choice because they're going to do it anyway. It's up to them if they want to stop and how much they put value on you. Guys can take it when can take it in themselves. Amen. All right, Miss Carol. Here's the thing. It is up to you. It is up to you. It is. It's 100% up to you. You have a choice. If you could love that person, you can love somebody else. I know it's hard. I mean, but you have a choice. I mean, people will take advantage of you until you stop them. Because realistically, to them, you're giving them permission. You're not giving them permission. But in their estimation, she's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. So I can do what I want. I can fuck up, and then after a couple of I'm sorry's and some couple of flowers and some kissing and hugging and some acting right, I can go back to being me. Going through their past, one of their childhood. Maybe that's true. That's true. You're right. You do when you look for love, you look for it and you find it, but you don't, because you don't know. You haven't had real, true, nurturing love, and you look for it, and something hits you that feels like love. So you all over it. You just hang on to it. No matter how hard it shakes you, no matter how hard it hits you, no matter how hard it knocks you down, you may be drugged behind it, but you hang on. So yeah. But
yes, Lisa, that was me.
But after a while, is there a point when it's too much and when it's never again? Have you gotten to the too much and never again? Or do you leave this one and you get one just like him the next time? I don't know. It takes a while, shit. It do. You get knocked down and you get drug up and you get just beat up emotionally, not for real.
Yeah.
And you look at them and every time you look at them, you get that hit of love, that, that thing that make your heart jump. That's right, Kara. And every time you look at them, that thing, that physical reaction you get from somebody you love, you still get that. So you say it's still got to be something there, but they not giving you nothing. This is all 100% you. Sometimes you just got to be like, I don't know. There's no set answers. There's not even no right or wrong. I mean, it's wrong what they're doing, but ain't no right and wrong how you react to it. Over and over again till you get tired. Till I got tired of it. Yeah. You leave that person and the next person just like them. That's what you used to. Because like I said, you haven't had that real, you don't know what that real love feels like. You know what the love they give you feels like. So that's the one you keep going to. So going this open relationships way in. I don't know. Because we had got a little deep. Let's go shallow. Let's go back to Miss Victoria. I don't know. In an open relationship, is anybody in the chat, in the stream, has anybody ever been in an open relationship or in a polygamous relationship? Or this age is, people always say, hey, just one more thing to the background. People always say age don't matter and age is just a number, but trust me when I tell you, age and maturity and experience matter in a relationship. And what my 25-year-old self know, my 52-year-old self would not begin to do. So, yeah, that's right. You can't change nobody. I firmly believe that. You can't change nobody. They gotta change themselves. They gotta want to be better to be better. You can't want them to be better. I love being single, 38, one child. You better go ahead, Regina.
So back to the question.
So back to the question at hand. I don't know. Has anybody, number one, has anybody in the chat, like I said, ever been in an open relationship, a polygamous relationship, to where it's been more than two people? Has anybody did that? Hey, Jessica, has anybody did that? Because I have not. So I don't know. I'm sure there are rules and regulations. I'm sure there's some kind of cheating involved. In a open relationship, is there like rules made at the time of the relationship being opened up? You got to know what the other person's doing. You got to run the person by them. Do you and you keep it separate from y'all together in a polygamous relationship? Who decides who can bring who in? I mean, I don't know. It seems like when you add people to a relationship, to a couple, it seems like it gets so exponentially harder. It was him.
I don't know how you can do that though. I feel like that's cheating.
Well, I mean,
it's like open relationship.
If two people, if you and I have made an agreement that you like some shit I don't like, I like some shit you don't like.
Okay.
And to fulfill those needs, the man was a nut job. I'm crazy. And to fulfill those needs, we have to go outside the relationship. So we make a decision between us.
Mm-hmm. But then how you go out of a relationship between
if
us?
You don't know, never do the outside come to the inside. You can't be no bitches knocking on the door. Can't be no bitches calling my phone. Can't be no bitches showing up at your job. Outside of whatever sexual proclivities that y'all share, she doesn't exist.
Okay.
Or she doesn't exist. Or in our case, she's don't exist.
Okay.
They only exist in that particular aspect of our relationship. You like, I don't even know nothing freaky enough. The man decides who's bringing who. But see, that's not right. The man should not decide. Y'all should decide together. Oh, he was a certified. Oh, he got papers and everything on the crazy. That's a whole different level.
That's a whole nother
That's
story.
a whole different level.
That's a chapter.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's we're the couple. We're married. It's us. This is what the world sees, me and you.
Right.
Behind closed doors, you go grease up in some latex and swing from the ceiling. I'm not about to fucking do that. You feel free.
You stupid.
You feel free to go find you somebody who wants to grease up and swing with you. You know, I don't have me, God. I'm just saying. So, but they don't exist. It's not like you having conversations with this bitch. You're not having coffee. You're not bringing them out, going on dates and stuff.
Right.
They just right there.
Okay.
Now, is that an open relationship? Or, because here's the thing. If I allow you in a controlled setting to do your fetish, to do your freak shit, that means you won't step out. In my estimation, you won't step out and do it on your own. We already got these set rules and regulations. And as long as you follow them, you are a swinging, greasy ass latex mess. And that's all you want to do. Oh, I'm sorry. He's deceased. Not gonna make the fun of the deceased man.
You stupid though. What you
But okay. I got a question. To all the couples in the chat, if your partner had sexual proclivities that you don't enjoy or that you ain't gonna do, would you open up your relationship so that they can do what they want to do in a controlled setting and you can control the narrative so that they don't go outside of the marriage without your, just cheat, for real cheat, like just sneaking and shit? You be like, on Thursday from 7 to 11, you swinging from the ceiling, covered in butter biscuits and grease and honey and whatever the fuck you like. I'm sitting at the house watching TV. Would you allow that? If you knew this person, if this was something y'all had before you got married or before you became a couple and you just thought you might have been able to do it and you just can't bring yourself to do it for whatever reason, would you allow that?
She wouldn't.
Yeah, they say there's no jealousy. I believe there's always jealousy. I believe there's always a top girl or guy. I believe when you bring in extra people, there's never even ground. There's never even ground, especially if it's one man and two women or one woman and two men. Somebody is going to edge the other person out. Nope, if you're outside of your marriage, we don't need to be married. Okay, Jessica.
You tell him, Jessica.
I mean, I don't want to do it. I mean, because I wouldn't marry or date somebody that I don't match sexually, that won't try my shit. You know what I'm saying? Because
I feel like
that's just
my turn. I feel like if
she don't have no time.
I feel like when people do that, I feel like, what if they catch feelings? You know what I'm saying? You agree.
Well, they would catch feelings anyway.
Look, if you agree and then you step out and then you catch more feelings with the other person, you know what I'm saying?
They would have caught feelings anyway because they was gonna cheat regardless. Because here's the thing. You cannot sexually please your spouse. And this is not something they signed up for. Or they didn't agree to it, or and it ain't that kind of party. They would have did it anyway. You would have found a way to satisfy yourself. Because you're just not going to stay in a relationship unsatisfied. True. How long are you going to stay? How long are you going to stay in a relationship unsatisfied? Your partner won't satisfy your needs, can't or won't even visit the idea of doing it. So you try. Eventually, somebody gonna come in the mix. Now, that being said, do you control that situation? That being said, do you control that situation? Or do you just hope the person loves you enough to ignore that part of themselves? Because your sexuality And the things you like are a part of you. It's not all of you, but it's a part of you. And sex is an important part of a romantic relationship. People say it's not, but that's just not the truth. They like to feel like they're all enlightened and above sex. But the reality is, if you're in a relationship with somebody and you like having sex with them, you're going to want to do it. Now, as you get older, age does change. How you have sex, when you have, how you can do it. Shit. Can't do all the shit you was doing when you was young.
Flip them up.
You sit up there, call a Charlie horse in your ass. You gotta be with somebody when you catch a pain that you can stop them and it's okay. And you can holler, hey, scooch over, nigga, scooch your hip, give me hip. Oh, okay, I'm good. Keep going. Stuff changes. But do you stifle somebody because you love them? Do you allow yourself to be stifled?
You said Charlie horse in your butt.
Yeah, I've been doing. You know, the Charlie horses will stop the world. You're like, ah!
You're like, nope, wrong hollow. Woo.
All right. There's Carol had another. It's just bringing questions upon questions. So you love this person. You want to marry this person. You talked about sex. Got all that. Do you not go any further because the difference in the sexuality or the sexual preferences between y'all? And I'm not talking about gay or straight. I'm talking about different ways of having sex. Sex is a lot of stuff. Some people like pain. Some people like to give pain. Some people like to be tied up. Some people like to be blindfolded. Some people like grease. Some people like no grease. Some people like a lot of shit. Some people like toys. I mean, it's a lot of variances in sex. And do you marry or date somebody who you match sexually? Or do you try to match the person you love? Or do you just stop dating because that don't go together? Kara said, nah, I don't like sharing. No, I don't like sharing either. Not my partner. No, not my wife. No. You know about your business. I might give you some sugar or some shit. Make your ass a cake. But you get your own wife. Hell, no, not my face now. But we are sexually matched. Here's the thing. I'll adapt. I'm adaptable. She don't want nothing too freaky that it might break me. But we're getting older and we're getting older together, so it's changing. But when you get with somebody and they like bondage, they like to be tied up and spanked, you stay with them. Like 50 Shades of Grey. Old girl didn't start off freaky. She turned freaky for him. Y'all silly. I see y'all. I see them in there. Jessica and Kara talking about, come on. You shit. No, boo. Yes, boo. I mean, what do you do in that situation? You know what I'm saying? Do you does sex play a role when you're dating somebody or looking to be with somebody, your mate or whatever? How much of a role does sex play? If you're not sexually compatible with somebody you like, do you stay in that relationship? Nobody's answering my questions. Come on. I just want to get that. But you would know that you can't be sexually about this person before you get into a relationship with them. If you love everything else about the person, except for the sex, do you still try it because you love them and you think that y'all can get together on a sexual level? Or do sex play? There you go. Yes. Or does sex play a role in deciding to be with this person? Inquiring minds want to know. It's going on with this mouth? What kind of fraud here? Kind of fraud on apple. You know what? Y'all be talking about Apple is a good product, but it's killing me right now. Mouse is killing me. I don't know. Is it backwards? I think it might be backwards.
Might be.
Oh, that's what it was. It's backwards. I don't like sharing either. I'm stingy with one I love. I'm totally honest. Once they have a taste of me, they're happy. Oh, Tasha, what? Get that. You better say it. You better say it. You better say it. Because you throw it up in the air, the sun come out. Hey! Tell them, baby. Tell them about the sunshine.
The sunshine in. Let the sunshine in. Okay.
Just saying. Gotta be a little freaky with your baby now. Maybe some of that time. I don't want to do that.
I'm a pillow princess. Sit your ass down.
Well, no. For every pillow princess, there's a touch me now. When the two get together, boom! Sparks fly.
Sit your.
I'm just saying. And when they start singing them songs, sunshine, you bright in my life. You know what they talking about? Just saying. But I mean, I'm just saying. These are all questions that now that when you're in relationships that you don't ask. I don't think we. I mean,
What's up, Blondie?
I think you give people the benefit of the doubt, because the first time you have sex with somebody, people are nervous. You're not at your best. You try to be your best, but you're scared. You hope they like what you got. You hope that, you know what I'm saying? So you give people a couple of tries. You don't just go on the first try with somebody that you love, because it could be a lot of things. The first time could not be that awesome because both y'all are nervous and both y'all are scared. So you try it again later after you communicated. That's why you communicate. That's what I'm talking about, Carol. And then you try it again, and then if it's still the same, you give them one more time. It's like baseball. 3 strikes? No. I mean, I'm just, But this is the thing. I took the girl back to her place. She said, I'm going to slip into something cooler. I walked in the kitchen and she was in the fridge. I'm so done. What the fuck? I'm so lost. I love dating fat girls. They make better chips.
Right.
Oh, okay. But do you? I mean, we as a do you openly talk about sex with your partner or with somebody, a prospective partner? Let me say that. Do you openly talk about sex?
What's up, T?
Hey, T. You openly talk about it. Do you? When people talk about, are you comfortable talking about it? Can you talk about it? You should. Is that a turnoff? Back to the swiping left and right. Is that one of the things? I don't know. I don't know if people put that in their profile, but when you talk to somebody for the first time, let's say you are on Tinder and y'all hook up for the first time and sex comes back, and somehow the way sex comes up in the conversation, do you talk about it? Or if they do talk about it, is that a turnoff? Do you only want to talk about sex with somebody that you're in a relationship with? Especially if it's somebody you're involved with, you must be open to them. Yes, Carol, but before you're involved, relationships have levels. At what level do you start talking about sex? Is there a too early level to talk about sex? Sex is an important topic, not just because of innocence, because of health. Yes, T, you're correct. Because sex talk includes, hey, y'all.
What's up, Free?
Yes, I do too. Back to T, what T said, yes. Because not only when you're talking about sex, you're not only talking about sex in and of itself, but you're talking about the fact that AIDS is still very prevalent. Sexually transmitted diseases are getting stronger about a year Every time you turn around, there's a strain that you can't just take a shot for. I mean, sex includes not only the good stuff, the bad stuff. So how soon do you talk about that when you're with somebody? Because realistically, most of the time, the first time you meet somebody, you know if you want to have sex with them. You know what I'm saying? You know if you want to, regardless of whether or not you fall through it, regardless of whether or not you have one night stand, regardless of whether or not you do it on the first date. When you meet somebody, you vibing with somebody, you know if you want to eventually at some point have sex with them. So do you talk about sex before the first time? Or does it come into play after sex has already been introduced to the relationship? That's things we should think about. Well, I don't have to think about it no more because we've already introduced sex to our relationship.
She was trying to get my jacket.
So, when does sex come into play? When does talking about sex come into play? And should it come into play sooner? Do you find if you have kids, was it as hard to talk to you? Is it as hard to talk to a partner as it is to talk to your kids about it? Do you talk to your kids about it? Realistically talk to them about it. I discuss it because I want to know the person's history. You got to be careful. Ask all kinds of questions that may be uncomfortable. All right, I ain't mad at you, T. You got to do what you got to do. Somebody don't want to answer your question, then boop, you go on and swipe. What is it? Left? I think it's left for the bad. I don't know which way to swipe. I just be at work playing on my coworker phone, so I don't know.
That's how she be meeting people.
Sometimes she meet them in the bar.
I ain't never seen that. Tinder swipe right or left.
I think we were already dating when Tinder came up. So.
I never heard of that.
I did. I play with it like it's a game at work. So I'm almost positive that's not how you're supposed to do it, but. But yes.
Go ahead and close it out. I gotta get on the next.
Oh yes. All right. So these are all questions. Down in the comments down below, answer them. If and when you watch this video back, answer the questions. And we'll talk about it later. I think it's different generation from our parents. It's more open to. You're correct. Because my entire sex talk from my grandmother was keep your drawers up and your dress down, and everybody in this house will be happy. It took me a minute to understand what the hell she meant. Okay. I am a kid, and she was like, keep my drawers up and my dress down. That means stay in my clothes all the time and I want to have sex? I just don't know. So, intravenous heterosexual, so I want to know if the man's bisexual. This is true. This is very true. There are questions. Here's another question for you to answer in the comments down below. For women, would you stop dating a man if you found out he had been with a man in his past? Men, would you stop dating a woman if you found out she'd been with women? Questions. Would you stop dating somebody because they're bisexual? Even though they're faithful, but they'll date men and women. Drop that down below. We'll keep this comment going. We'll keep the stream going and we'll change it up next time. So I would like to thank everybody for joining me on this real talk that went left and right. Thank everybody in the comments. I appreciate. Hell yes, I would. I appreciate all the comments. Thank you so much. I learned so much from you guys. Yes, you should talk about it. Yeah, you should, Regina. You're correct. You gotta let people what you know and what you don't know. You got what you don't know, what you know, what you like, what you don't like. Because I promise you, there are very few mind readers, and there are even less mind readers in the bedroom. So if you don't tell them what you like, how the hell are they supposed to know? And then you get mad with them when they can't find the shit. I'll be like, here, you got a flashlight? Get your phone. It's right here. Now go right there. Just saying. All right. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate all your comments. Hit them comments down below for me. Let me know what's on your mind. Let me know what you like, what you don't like, what you'll take, what you won't take, what you'll allow, what you won't allow. And we'll go on and we'll talk about something else, kind of sort of the same. at a later date. I love you guys so much for hanging out and supporting me. Make sure you hit them comments, like I said. Hit that like button. Thank you, Nikki. I love you too. If you haven't already hit that like button, guys, go on and hit that like button for me right now. I felt those likes. They were all over me. Thank
Come on,
you.
hit them like buttons.
Like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that every time I get to talking crazy, y'all can come be with me and join me in the crazy. Okay?
You said join you in the crazy.
Hey, sometimes it's sometimes crazy. It's okay. So like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you can hang out with us or watch our videos if you haven't already watched them. This is Lisa. This is Real Talk. Swiping right, swiping left. I don't know which way is the good way.
What's this?
I don't know which way is the good way. I think you swipe this way I think you swipe left if you're getting rid of them and right if you want to keep them. That's okay, T85. She's going to another live. You know we'll bust out another live just random and come on back and we can still talk about it.
Yeah,
this is a very deep, long, and winding conversation.
This Real Talk should be on Saturdays, but like I said, we probably go.
We have Real Talk Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
I mean, no, what you know what I'm talking about?
She have late ass Real Talk when I be over there in the bed. I be like, it's 2 o'clock in the morning.
Last night.
Love you, Kara. Love everybody. I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for hanging out. This is Lisa.
And DC Kool-Aid.
This is Real Talk, and we out. Peace.
Yeah. DC KOOLAIDANDLISA do a challenge on your head top. Yeah, you know what's happening. You tune in. Story time, tights, and vlogging, man. Be a great big family, be the bomb squad. We on that grind to a number with a K, best believe you'll stay. You can chill with the fam like most of y'all do. DC KOOLAID, Lisa, and Nick too. With Charles and Bobby living that YouTube life. We love our fans and support. We a family, dude. So come on down to Bomb Squad Town. I see watching videos, and nobody likes to hate. Keep it positive and have a nice day. Oh, I forgot. Smash that like button. Bomb Squad. Bomb Squad.